Hey y'all, here we are. We're back on the distributor. This is the previous one. Okay, this is the one that we had. I had some issues with the shaft, got bent. It was just going to be a lot of headache, so I went and got another distributor, got the shaft out of that, and here we go. So, all right, but now I'm going to finish putting this thing back together and setting everything up, like setting the points, setting everything in here, and getting everything back the way it's supposed to be and get it functional. Okay, all right. I'm gonna flip the camera around and let's get busy here. Let's see. I would love to have a better stand here for you all so you can see more and be more involved. I'm afraid there's just not a lot of options the way my garage is set up right now. Hopefully in the very near future I can do something about all that. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can. I'll be right back. Okay y'all, we're back and I've got the shaft completely all the way in there. I had to come up with a creative solution to the washer that goes underneath here. I had to come up with this aluminum washer, okay, so that this inside here will clear the distributor body, okay. So now I'm fixing to put my plastic retainer sleeve on. I've got my little thrust washer right there. Just need to get my hammer out. Now you might say, why didn't you clean this up? Because, like I've said in previous videos, them things are like really easy to break. And I don't like breaking them. So what I'm going to do is, if I can get this thing chucked up in a vise like I want. Let's see. I just have to do it like this. Okay, so what we're going to do next is get the roll pin on there and run that roll pin in. And I seem to have lost a little bit of track of the roll pin. Oh, that's just wonderful, isn't it? Tell me how many y'all does that happen to y'all out there? Okay. All right. Yep, had it just laying here, and now that son of a gun is gone. Okay. All right, so I'll be right back. Let me go get another roll pin. Okay. I hope you like the better camera angle here. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Now, with this the way the camera is, basically the camera is attached to the workbench, so anytime I jar the workbench, the camera is going to move, so. Tell you what, why don't I pause this? I'm just driving this roll pin in. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I got the roll pin completely all the way in there, and I was able to not destroy the retainer, plastic retainer bushing. So, all right. Okay, so, all right, next I'm going to be putting in the flyweights and the springs and all of that good stuff. This is a little snug. I think it will be just fine. Yeah, the fitment inside the distributor body is a little bit snug, but I think it'll be okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to just, I'm going to eliminate this washer right here because my washer inside here is just a bit too thick. No, I'll tell you what, I'll just keep it like it is. It'll self-clearance after a while. Yeah, I think it'll be just fine. Okay. But, let's see. I'll probably run this distributor, I'll run it with a drill attached for a little while. And I'll do it like that and see if it frees up some. Now it does have some brand new grease in there too, so and this shaft did not come with this distributor body, so just a little precaution. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see, gotta get a part here real quick. Okay, had to get a spring. So, here we go. We'll start putting this all together. All right. Now, these pins right there, all you want to do, a little dab of grease, like I said before, nothing crazy. Not a crazy amount. Okay. So let's see. Can we get, there we go. All right. You can see the differences in the housing here. They're not tremendous differences, but it is some small detail differences. Okay. All right, let's see. Furthermore, let's see. All right. Just takes a little bit. There we go. A little bit of effort. Alrighty, there we go. Flyweights are in. Okay. We are getting this all together now. So. Yeah, okay. Alright, next. Okay. Yeah. Let's see next. It's my points cam. Again, just a little bit of grease here. Nothing real crazy. A little engine oil there inside the points. I am not crazy about the way that goes on there. This thing seemed like it was Okay, well, that's a little bit better. Okay. Give this a little bit of lubrication right there. Give it the best possible opportunity to be successful. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the part we're going to use right there. All right, so just loosen that up. All right. Now this takes a little bit of finesse, a little finagling to get this all the way seated down in there. Okay, so best thing to do, try to get your bolt holes, the holes for the screws lined up before you start pushing this all the way down. If you don't, it's okay. You know, try to get them close. Okay, we're really, really close right there. All right. Okay, so and we're tremendously close right there. So, all right, now I've almost forgot one little integral part. This guy right here. Okay, now I don't have any that has this little bit right there on there, so I'm just going to reuse this. It's not the best in the world, and I know it. You don't have to like comment and tell me. So, but let's see. First off, just put that right there like so. All right. Okay. Now, this little wire clip, try and get the camera to focus on it. It's not wanting to focus on it. Okay, it's just a little U-shaped wire clip. It just holds the points cam to the distributor main shaft. Okay, it's not terribly. The best way I found to get that off is to use some picks and a some hemostats, which, oh, misplaced mine for just a second. So here we go. Just want to clamp down on this dude and just well, that's just lovely, isn't it? The son of a gun flies off. Okay. That's just wonderful. Wonderful. Yep. Was clamping on it with the hemostats and it just took off. That's just great. Well, I guess I'll sweep the floor later and I'll find it. Okay. But in the meantime, I'm going to get another one. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And I found a clip. Actually, I had to make one. So, still, it works. Okay. I got my end, a new end on the wire here that goes to the points. I got to tighten that down real quick. No big deal. I'm not going to use the socket because this is already down in here. I'm just going to use, probably just use some pliers on that. Something, can I get these in there? No. Might be able to get these in there. Smaller, yeah. There we go. Not ideal, but I don't really have a wrench that fits these. So, and I don't have the plate secured down yet either, so. All right, just make it nice and secure. I have already went and sanded the points here, cleaned them up. So, but I'll show you how to do that. It's not hard at all. It really isn't. Okay, so let's see. Those 4 nice looking screws I cleaned up there earlier. We'll go ahead and start putting these guys back in. Let's see. Can I get something to line these up a little bit better? There we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to be testing that coil here in just a minute. When I sit over there, I'm going to test that son of a gun here in just a few minutes and make sure that it's going to work. Run these screws down here real quick. And let's see. I'm going to give this little cap a little squirt of Earl. So there we go. I just love that little feature about this distributor. It's just kind of neat, you know. It's not like earth-shattering or life-changing or nothing, but it's just neat. Okay. All right. Don't forget your felt. Okay, so just put the felt down in there. Let's take something to tamp it down in here. There we go. Give it a few drops of oil, even though I've already put some oil down in there. I'll just give it a few more. It's not a big deal. Okay. Now, before I put the rotor button on, I want to adjust the points. Now, you'll notice I don't have any power going to these, and that's basically what you want. You do not want power coming to this. So, if you need to disconnect your battery, that's fine. Whatever, you know, when this is in the car, do that. It's always been kind of a thing. If you set like the common setting gap for gap for spark plugs is 32. So I'm going to set these points at like half of that, which would be 14. Let's see, wait a minute, no, half of 32. I'm teasing. I'm gonna go get a book. So, here we go. Let me find this. I'll be right. Okay, looked in the book. $17. So, So 14 wouldn't have been too far off, but we'll go with 17 for 1973 team. Okay, so we'll flip this back around. Okay, so pretty simple. What you want to do, just want to move that up there like that. You want to have yourself 2 flat tip screwdrivers. Now some people say, oh, you know, thickness of a matchbook or something like that, but it doesn't hurt to use something like this either. Now I've already run that screw down some, so I'm just going to run it down the rest of the way. My wire's kind of in the way, isn't it? Now once you set it, you want to go back and check it. So as you can see, also want to be up on a points cam. So we need to adjust it a little bit more, don't we? Let's see. Had to move that wire out of the way just a little bit. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This homemade screw, home modified screw, anyway, I'm going to swap this dude out. I've got a better one. I'm going to swap it out for. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Alright, so I'm going to get the points cam up here on, points up on the points cam here, and get, okay. These can be fiddly, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you. But you see the basic gist of what I'm doing here. I'm moving these around to get the gap just right. I want it just so. So now I've got it right where I want it. So you see that gap right there? I'm moving this plate back and forth and the gap changes. Let me get it a little closer so you can see a little bit better what I'm talking about. Okay, see? You see that points arm move? Now, you might be saying to yourself, this is a mechanical ignition system. And you might be saying to yourself that what goes wrong with it? This seems like it's pretty bulletproof. Well, actually, there's 2 main wearing points in this system. Okay, 2. And one of them is this rubbing block right here. And the other one is the points themselves. Okay, so when they wear, what happens is they wear down and then they can't maintain their contact anymore. They can't maintain that gap. So when that gap wears down, what happens is this gap in here gets to be too much. I'm trying to get my camera to focus here a little bit better. But when this gap gets to be too much right there, what happens is it gets to be too much, and then you will have all kinds of issues with the running of the engine. Won't run right, won't run well. Okay, so that's why we got away from this. Okay, now this is not a bad system, but it does have its limitations. Now, like I've said before, you can use one of these to trigger an MSD or MSD style distributor, capacitive discharge. I'm sorry, capacitive discharge or MSD style ignition system. Okay, so that's what you can do with these. Now, couple more little things I got to do here real quick. Vacuum canister, can't forget about that guy. It'll go right here. It just comes up, comes in. We're gonna use a screwdriver here to kind of get everybody where we want it. Hopefully. There we are. Oh, that was just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. 2 screws holds that in. Now you'll notice the vacuum canister has a couple little tangs on it to retain the distributor cap, or locate and retain the distributor cap. So that's what this does. That's what they do. It keeps that distributor cap from moving around on you. So here we go. All right. So here we go. Run that down the rest of the way. Okay. I think I may have a working distributor here that not long ago was just absolute garbage. So, all right. So next, move some of this stuff out of the way. I know. I should be putting it away. Okay, let's not forget the little rotor button. Aha, look at there. Oh my God, it just went right on. Oh man, that's so great. Okay. All right, let's see. Now, we want to know about this coil. Now, you can probably look around on the internet and find specs for the coil to find resistance. But I'm not going to go through with all that. I'm just going to give you an example here. Okay, so we got 8.43. All right, let's see. And now my meter wants to go and play dumb. Or maybe it wants to get a new battery. Okay. All right, this might be a pretty good deal right here. So put that on there. 0.996. So we may have a good coil. That just tests resistance. That's all I did. I just tested resistance. I didn't test anything else, okay? So don't be sitting there thinking, oh, okay, hey, that's what I'll do. And I'll figure out if I got a good coil or not. I was just testing for resistance. This thing still may be junk inside. All right? I pulled this off of a junk engine out back. So there's no real, you know, so what I'm going to do next is, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that coil thing again so that you all can see what I was doing, because I just realized that you all probably couldn't see what I was doing, so I do apologize about that. But here, I'll just do this again real quick. You just negative to negative. Take your positive, just stick it down in there. And see, we've got. All right, so then we're going to take the negative and stick it down in here. Take the positive, attach it to that, and we got the same thing, or pretty close to the same thing. So, all right, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take and take my I'm going to probably try to use this coil and, oh, this ballast. I want to check out this ballast resistor and see how much resistance I'm getting through here. So let's see, will this work? Okay, tell you what, I'm going to hook power to this and then I'm going to find out. Okay, so give me just a minute, I'll be right back. I'm going to set everything up here and I'm going to put a drill on the end of this distributor shaft and I'm going to see if I can get this thing to work. Okay, if I can't, I've got a known good coil and ballast resistor and all of that. Let's see, can I do it like that? Be right back. Fucking things full of damn dirt. Still fucking dirt dollars. Good God. Alright, that one looks pretty good right there. I'll take that one. Got that. There. Now. That. Need to ground this. Somehow. I need to clamp it. Jade clamp.